Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm here to do the new moon reading, and this new moon is in Pisces, and this is for the sign of Virgo. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Now, with this Pisces new moon, you may be feeling a little sensitive at this time, but one thing may realize, let's just say, that your sensitivity and perception will be heightened in your surroundings. And during this time, you may feel a little insecurity, but I urge you to passively go with the flow. And sometimes, this is very hard. Sometimes you have to believe in things you just can't see. And this is definitely during this time. So your intuition and all these things are definitely going to be guiding you. So at this new moon in Pisces, it would be a good time to meditate. As I said, go with the flow. And have your goals based in spirituality or how you can elevate to your higher self. So even looking at past goals, you may want to infuse how you can obtain these goals and elevate yourself at the same time. Now, Pisces rules the feet, so this is also a good time to focus on your feet. Maybe go get a pedicure, foot scrub, detox your feet, exfoliate, all that good stuff. And when the moon goes through these phases, your rest may be a little off, so it's good to get proper rest, even if it means taking a nap because your sleep patterns may be off. Romance yourself. Do something nice for yourself, and while you're doing it, think about what you want to manifest. This is also a good time to partake in yoga. I'm just using that as a suggestion, and implement that and use it so that Pisces is escapism. So if you're in the drugs, alcohol, find something to substitute it. And I'm saying yoga. So if you feel like you're going to go or overeat, there's so many things, all right? Maybe go do some yoga, go to the gym. Before you think about doing that, maybe you'll change your mind. It's a process. But think about escapism. Some of the things, like when things aren't working out, you go get a drink. Or if things are not working out, you may overeat. So find a way to maybe substitute some of that escapist behavior. And this is a good moon to really think about how you could do that. So even through that little bit, that meditation and prayer, however, whatever applies to you, whatever works for you. It's about finding what works for you, okay? Oh, I dropped my water bottle. Okay, so Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Excuse me. What's going to be working for you, honey? First card we got here, Ace of Swords. You have sharp mental ability. You can discern your needs and your goals. So it's time to focus on new opportunities and direction. Bright ideas occur to you, so take the initiative and pursue it. Basically. And if it has to do with your love life, you deserve respect. Recognize your value. If it has to do with money, you've been cooking up a brilliant idea. Stop scribbling on your plans. And start putting your formulas to work in the real world. If it has to do with your career, you feel the need to take action. You're tempted by brute force, but mental strategy is a better tactic. Because remember, air is of the mind. Now your family, be clear about your needs to your family members. And open smart dialogue and cut through the fog. So this is about initiating a new beginning with clarity and focus. Now, going back to what I said initially, at this new moon is definitely a good time for some type of meditation. Prayer, meditation. If you have to focus, what can you do to clear your mind? Not through any type of escapism. What can you do to clear your mind so you can have that razor sharp focus to execute your plan? And what would be your strategy? Next card we have here is Shango. Shango is the king. Shango is justice. He can let that axe fall either way. But basically he stands for truth and relying on facts. So here I'm saying gather details in order to form an educated decision here. And you can make a balanced decision. So, there could be matters of the law, legal action, contracts, or under this heading too. So if you're filling out paperwork, be very mindful of the details, okay? Because this is truth, judgment, and legalities. So, with this, a legal situation may be in process or pending. Now, justice is going to be served. So your responsibility is to be transparent, honest, and level-headed in the situation. So it has to do with love. This is a 50-50 rule in relationships. Your money, be cautious and thorough before signing contracts. Your career, consider going into a professional employment agency to assist with career placement. Family, just set clear expectations. So, think about this as far as this Pisces moon. For that clarity, focus, and dealing with, truth. This is also, I would say, be honest with yourself before you move forward. This is saying be honest with yourself, because if you're not honest, something could backfire, so, sometimes when they say things are not a lie, you just don't say. I think just be mindful of all of that. Now, the next card, this is the Hangman. I love the Hangman in this deck. You see all that green? It represents Osine. Osine is the ruler of all herbs and the greenery. And so, pulling this card, I would definitely say make sure you're eating some greens and things like that. But nevertheless, green teas too. Think about that. But also, this is the Hangman. So there's a period here of inaction. And maybe that inaction is good, so you could focus and meditate on what you want to manifest before moving forward. So you may have made a start of something, and now this is like reevaluating. So surrender. Maybe you've been wrestling with something, but Shango and that card, you don't want to get caught up. So I urge you to just admit whatever it is so that you can move forward in an honest manner. Inaction basically gives you a breather and a space to gain some clarity here, especially with this card. So if this has to do with your love life, Maybe you're tied up in a relationship. Be honest with your mate based on music. If it's your finances and they're all tied up, and maybe you got a brilliant money making idea under your hat, now it's time to kind of put that into play. If it's career, take criticism at work with serious consideration. Examine all the details and make the most of what you have right now. If it's your family, just because some things aren't working out doesn't mean you have to hang the whole plan. You just have to maybe hang back and gain new perspective here. This is about gaining perspective. So, hanging back really is a good time for meditating and gaining that focus. Hanging back is a good time to go get a pedicure. Hanging back is a good time to maybe romance yourself, do something special for yourself to help you gain some clarity. So it's not necessarily a bad thing here. Now, message from Spirit. We have the Six of Cups. I love the way that's depicted. She just holding her cups, right? This is about empathy, basically. Now, it's important to know there are more resources available to you than just the standard outlets. Conventional methods of gain like banks, loans, or getting a second job may be counterproductive. Be aware of how you can make a positive impact in your community. Remember the law of giving and receiving, which dictates that more compassionately you contribute, the richer rewards you reap. Oh, this is a beautiful thing. This really is a beautiful thing. Wow. It's almost like the more you give, the more you get, right? Being compassionate, being fair, being empathetic, a sense of charity, and the ability to reform. I mean, you could probably change someone's life. If you're this is here, you take that initiative. Be truthful, honest with yourself before stepping forward. Hang back and evaluate your gifts, and you can make a contribution. Wow, that sounds nice. That really sounds nice. Hang back, get that pedicure, go to movies, do something, have some fun. Have some fun. All right. Instead of substitute that for anything that you may do for escapism. Now, my thing is popcorn. I can get a big old bag of popcorn and I can devour it. So instead of eating the popcorn, go out and do something. Get that pedicure. Okay. The crystal here that I pulled is the Brandenburg Amethyst. And this is about, I'm just going to read this here. This is about the perfect blueprint. This is something. You are perfect exactly as you are in this present moment. Step onto your soul path and seed your future with potential. Self-discipline and clear focus bring your dreams into fruition. Aim higher. Oh, it even says here, clear focus, step onto your path. Wow, this is amazing. And this represents all the chakras. And the soul path here is stating, see the perfection in each moment. So I'm gonna change that word to perfection and to potential. You're being a pure conscious, which is here, air, to make that initiation. Let go of any mental constructs. This is about change. Let it go. Heal the past. of air. Fly away. All those things in the past are keeping you stuck. So, in order to just fly into your future, oh, this is beautiful. You're perfect the way you are. You have to recognize that. Ah, Now, I pulled I say the trees. To me, they represent nature. Everything is in nature. And I have the quince tree. It says fruitfulness. And here, the seeds that hold their ground today bear the fruits of present and future happiness. What seeds are you planting? What do you want to initiate that you have to have? You're going to have to balance yourself and be honest with yourself. Hang back and take a moment to meditate, prayer, and really take your own evaluation while you go get that foot bath or, go do something nice for yourself. And evaluate all your gifts, because whatever it is that you want to step into, you have something to give. The more you give, the more you receive. And what it's saying here, you'll have fruitfulness. Or you reap the fruits of your labor. You're going to have to put in the work here, because that's what this looks like. But now I pulled 2 chakra cards. Now the first card I pulled, well, I have to say what's interesting. I pulled 2 cards for the same chakra. This is your heart chakra. This is about harmony, trust, being able to give and receive, being flexible and open to new people, new ideas. This is about growth and balance. And we got 2 cards here. Woo! 2 cards. So let's look at the wisdom. Basically, when you think of wisdom, wisdom is knowing the difference between a calculated risk and plain stupidity. Pretty much. This is like wise counsel, focused energy. And some of these things you have inside, but at the same time, but this is the heart chakra, maybe you need to open yourself up and gain wisdom from others. I'm just saying. And the next card we have here is forgiveness. And pulling this card, it's like, it's about holding grudges and wounds. This causes an imbalance and disharmony in your life. Resentment, anger, frustration, sickness, depression. These things that cause sickness. It's time to forgive and let go. You have so much to give, and there's so much that could be received. So anything that you're holding on to, maybe that's why you got that hangman. Hang back. Take that time to find a way to release all that, not through escapism, through maybe just pampering yourself. Forgive yourself for those things. And forgive other people. Let it go, because maybe this is, you pulling this card so that you can fly into your future. And with this this is basically the wisdom here. You have the wisdom, or tap into other people's wisdom. They say don't kill the message, accept the message, don't kill the messenger, just listen to the message. So if you've been already working on forgiving, know that this card is a sign that you're making progress. So this could go either way. Maybe you need to forgive, and it's being recognized that you've been working on it, or maybe you just need to work on it a little bit more. Like I said, this is general and everybody different, right? So what is so beautiful, I think, here, whatever it is that you want to do, it's saying, hey, basically, what does it say? Go for it. It's saying go Go, go, go. Take the initiative. This is a new beginning with clarity and focus. And here, this is about truth. And there's legality. So if you're dealing with any paperwork and things like that, just make sure you're above board and you're honest. And so maybe you just need to hang back and making sure that you're doing everything correctly. Hang back and get that pedicure, or, do something for yourself. Take this time, maybe get into nature. Go to a park, and which is good with, you got the heart here. You got forgiveness and wisdom. Greens and things like that are good for the heart. And with the heart chakra, that's also the lungs. So maybe do some breathing exercise. Instead of regular escapism, maybe go to a park, just do some deep breathing and look at the beauty in nature. And this will give you a chance to hang back. That's also a form of meditation. It's a moving meditation. And evaluate or meditate on what you want to manifest while you're walking through that park. Remember, eat some greens, right? And here, it's like the message here from the crystals is you have the perfect blueprint. You have to trust that you're perfect exactly the way you are. And fruitfulness. Now, fruitfulness is not just money. Fruitfulness is the fruitfulness of life, love, family. Things will increase as you implement more wisdom and more forgiveness, and wisdom in your life and forgiveness, and it's going to change your vibration. And the message from Spirit, which, hey, it's important. Ooh, let me just do this little glare right there. It's important to know there are more resources available to you than just a standard outlet. Conventional methods of gain, like bank loans, second job, will more than likely just be counterproductive. Be aware of how you can make a positive impact in your community. Remember the law of giving and receiving, which dictates that the more compassionately you contribute, the richer rewards you reap. Fruitfulness. And as you're experiencing all that, you're gaining more wisdom. And as you're experiencing all that, you can forgive more and realize, hey, you are perfect just the way you are. All right. So Virgo, go ahead, take that flight, take that initiative. This should be a good time. But also, hang back and meditate a bit. All right? So let me know what you think. Please like, share, subscribe. You can feel free to leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.